Hi everybody, this is Dr. Prem Anand here, Director of Anew Aesthetics. Today I am going to talk about excessive sweating, that is hyperhidrosis. We just got over with the hyperhidrosis awareness month, which was there in this November. So now for the people who have missed out this awareness campaigning, what we have done, I am here to speak about that once again, so that everybody can know what this hyperhidrosis is and how to deal with this permanently, which we never had a solution earlier. So hyperhidrosis is nothing but excessive sweating. So this excessive sweating can happen in the areas like forehead, underarms, palms, and feet, the soles in the feet. So these are the most common areas which we usually see this excessive sweating. So everybody does sweat in conditions like when they have hormonal imbalances, or when they have some stress disorders, or in all these conditions. But generally, the people who sweat more than the normal, that is called excess sweating or called hyperhidrosis. So when they have a problem called hyperhidrosis, they have sweating very much in excess than the normal sweating. So how do you say that they are sweating very much in excess? Like in case of their underarms, or the patches of the sweat which is extending to a larger extent, and they smell very bad. Along with the smell, along with the sweat, there will be an odor also. So when there's excessive of water and the sweat in the underarms and in the palms, they cannot even have a grip of anything. They'll be sometimes ashamed to give a shake hand, especially when they are in the meetings, or when they're seeing when they're meeting their new friends, or when they're giving some presentations. They really sweat a lot, and this is very embarrassing for their in that situation, and that makes them to lose their confidence completely. So they just get into the shell, and sometimes these people go to an extent that they have a psychiatric problems, and they don't meet anybody, neither they sit with anybody, talk with anybody, or share the bed, or they don't come near to anybody. In fact, some patients who we have seen, they say that they don't even have the girlfriends because of these problems, and they have been referred to a psychiatrist to get the counseling and the help, but still the problem is unaddressed. So here we in our Anew has introduced for the first time in Karnataka a procedure called MiraDry. So this is exclusive for the hyperhidrosis cases, wherein they have a permanent solution once for all for their lifetime. Like in a simple words to say, they walk in and they walk out with a complete lifestyle modulation. So that's that gives them the self-confidence, that gives them the amazing results, and they are very, very happy for whomever we have done. So there were so many options earlier which was available for this hyperhidrosis, but nothing was permanent. For example, antiperspirant, some anticholinergic drugs which control sweat, but they have associated problems of their salivation also gets decreased, their urination. They have so many other complications. So to overcome all this, then we have come up with some injectables like Botox. Even this Botox is not a very long-term ones. Maximum they say up to 6 months, but we have seen the results wearing out within 3 to 4 months. So not only the recurring cost, they need to again repeat these procedures to continue having the effect what they wanted. So most of the patients, because of the cost factors and because they were not ready to have any temporary solutions, they were not going for it, and they were just living with it. So now after this hyperhidrosis awareness camp, what we have done, we have got a very good response for the MiraDry, because this technology is very, very new in India, and hardly 1 or 2 centers in India is having this technology. Because it's not only the cost effectiveness, there is no complete awareness of this. So here I'm gonna give you a small awareness campaigning who have missed out in the last month what we ran, so that they can connect to us and they can know more about this MiraDry. MiraDry is nothing but an FDA approved device which is manufactured from USA, and it is completely safety, and we have seen the result of up to more than 80%. Excellent result in just one visit, and we don't even recommend a second session for this MiraDry procedure. So basically it's a microwave technology. What we have in our home, the microwave ovens, is the same microwave technology which has been amazingly put into device, and which can destroy the sweat glands completely without causing any harm to the outer skin, that is the epidermis, or even any change of color or any other nearby structures damages. It just targets the sweat glands in abundance and destroys them for good, so that there is no more sweat production, and along with that even it controls your odor also to larger extent up to 70%, and also your hair follicles growth reduction happens up to 40% to 50%. But this is not an FDA cleared procedure for a hair reduction. It is FDA cleared only for the sweat gland and odor gland destruction. So it takes hardly a lunchtime procedure. There is no anesthesia, nothing required. A small local injection, or we call that as a local anesthesia, which is given around your armpit, and we do the mapping first so that we know how many sweat glands or what is the area of extension where the MiraDry procedure has to be done. Once the mapping is done, and then we start with the procedure, and it takes hardly 20 to 30 minutes, and you are completely free of sweat, and that's gonna really boost your self-confidence. And you need to try this to understand how effective it is, where you will go and tell everybody that this is the one treatment which has completely changed my lifestyle. So the MiraDry is a one-stop solution for all your sweating related issues. Unfortunately, we don't have this technology for the palms or soles or for the forehead, but yes, we do have this for the groin area in the females. This is also a very tricky one, and hardly anybody has performed this procedure in India. We have done a couple of cases on the groin area on the females, and they have gotten amazing results. So I invite our clients to come and talk to us and to know more about this MiraDry and how safe it is, how effective it is, and have an interaction with our previous clients to know and understand how simple and how painless it is. Thank you.